Well, hello there, everybody, and welcome back to another Hookster Talks. Yes, I know it's not Thursday, it's Friday, but unfortunately, yesterday I had to go to the dentist and I couldn't talk very well, so that's why I had to postpone until tonight. But we are here now. When I say we, it's me and Mr. TB the Bear. Yes, the Lewis Hamilton fan club is here. Here he is, everyone. Yes, everyone's favourite bear. How you doing this week, TB? He liked Lewis Hamilton's radio calls. Did you like that? I thought you might do, yes. What do we think about Lewis Hamilton? Legend. Yes, legend. I quite agree. Anyway, hello everyone and welcome to the show. Let's have a look at the chat straight away. Hello to Lucas Polster. Hello, I'm back. Yes, you are. And Polish Eddie's in the chat as well. Ollie's brother is a bad, bad boy. Yes, it sounds like he is. It also sounds like it's the 1990s. I'm going to push my mic back a little bit because I'm starting to go into the red. There we go. It's also starting to be like the 1990s again, Eddie. Yes, with the corruption. And I can't imagine how this has happened. Now, who has returned to Formula One recently? Who has returned recently to Formula One? Was it Flavio Briatore by any chance? Oh my goodness. Hello, Will F1, welcome to stream. He says, rank your favourite Yorkshireman for us, Dave. Well, it's no contest, Will. No contest. My favourite Yorkshireman is you. There you go. Will F1. It's my favourite Yorkshireman. Yes, because he actually turns up for my streams. Yes. Gentlemen, a short view back to the past. Yes. Right, hi you guys, and welcome back to the Moaning Yorkshireman. There you go, I've done it now, I've done it. Yes, so anyway, this might be a fairly short stream, I'm not quite sure yet, but we are back, and it's on a Friday, instead of a Thursday. I know most people are out jiggy popping on a Friday night, but I've got a few people in the chat, so that's all I need. I just need a few people. I don't need lots, I don't need thousands, I don't need just a few, and that means I will carry on. So we're going to get to this news story if I can find it. Hang on. I had it a minute ago. Now I've lost it. There it is. Let's put myself up there for a minute. Or maybe over there. Put myself over there. Top of the chat. There you go. I hope the next FIA chief will be Sebastian Vettel. Well, I hope so too, because things are not going too well with the FIA right now, are they? I mean, it's just ridiculous. It really is. So here is the, I wouldn't say breaking news. It's been out a couple of days now, but here is the latest news. And that is Oliver Oakes has travelled to Dubai after brother arrested with a large amount of cash. Now, just to jog everyone's memory, Oliver Oakes was really bigged up in 2024 to be the number one man to take over from Christian Horner at Red Bull. I know, it all seems funny now, doesn't it? It seems funny now, but yes, he was basically the man that was going to take over at Red Bull. But not now. The most he's going to be able to do in the future is change a light bulb. Love it. Former F1 team principal Oliver Oakes is facing legal trouble. Former Formula One team boss Oliver Oakes is understood to have travelled to Dubai shortly after developments involving his brother and the high-tech team have emerged. Let's go to the story then from Planet F1. Not usually a very reliable source of information, I have to say, but this looks like a generalised story, so we'll run with it. Former Formula One team boss Oliver Oakes is understood to have travelled to Dubai shortly after developments involving his brother and the high-tech team of emerged. Oakes parted ways from Formula One in the aftermath of the Miami Grand Prix. His brother, William Oakes, who was recently arrested and charged with transferring criminal property. Oh, I just love the lawyer speak. I really do. I don't know why my microphone is seriously banging. Seriously banging tonight. It's going right in the red. I don't know why that is, but it is. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just turn it down a little bit to that, and then I can still have it. Hello, 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 hello. Sorry, I'm just doing a little sound check here. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, that's a little bit better. A little bit better. Right. Oh, adverts. No, now I've gone to the advert. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to click that on there. Right, okay. I do apologise. Right, I do like the lawyer speak there. Transferring criminal property. What on earth does that mean? I don't know. Former Formula One team principal Oliver Oakes is understood to have flown to... I'll tell you what, he's flown to Dubai quite a few times in this article, hasn't he? Straight from the Miami Grand Prix, with the reasons for his trip to the United Arab Emirates unknown at this time. Oakes previously served as the head of Alpine's F1 team, as well as founding High Tech Grand Prix, a team in junior European single-seat racing. In the aftermath of the Miami Grand Prix, Oakes resigned from his role as Alpine team principal with immediate effect, citing personal matters. Flavio, I knew we'd get to Flavio. Flavio Briatore, who had previously rejoined Alpine as an advisor, will be assuming the lead of the team. So let's just put that into perspective. Flavio Briatore is now back in charge of an F1 team. He is now the team principal of Alpine. Let's just do a little rewind here a minute. Let's just rewind, go back a little bit, okay? And let's just think about this. Flavio Briatore, don't forget, was the team principal of the Benetton team. Yes. And under his stewardship, let's just say there was a lot of things going on within that team. And a lot of those things were cheating. Yes, cheating. It has to be said that when Michael Schumacher won the 1994 World Championship, apart from the incident with Damon Hill, which cleansed it for him anyway, he probably shouldn't have won it anyway due to incidents that occurred earlier in the year. Now, if anyone remembers Grand Prix back in the 90s, you will remember that all the cars used to sit on the grid, and you'd always have at least one or two people with a laptop plugged into the side of the car. I mean, you just don't see it anymore these days, but a laptop plugged into the side of the car. Now, it was what this man or two men were doing with this laptop, which has been the contention for years and years and years, because a lot of them were saying that what they were doing was trying to get around the technical regulations which came into force in 1994, where of course all driver aids for 94 was banned. Traction control, assisted suspension, where it was electronically controlled, that was all banned. Everything was banned for 1994. So they were trying to get around this by artificially programming some kind of traction control system into the cars. This was the allegation, and I have to say it was pretty much proven that that's what was happening. And then, of course, the same thing happened in the 1995 season as well, when the Benetton was found to have some kind of very illegal device in their front wing, which was causing them quite an advantage over the other teams. But it wasn't just Benetton in the middle 90s. Apparently Williams as well were up to no good, and the illustrious Ferrari as well. Yes. The only problem was that basically Williams and Ferrari didn't get caught. No, I think they got lots of warnings, but they weren't actually caught. It was only Benetton really that had these. I think they were told to take whatever part it was on this front wing. They were told to take it off, and their performance level in 95 dropped quite considerably for quite a few races after that, because of this. Well, I can't even remember what it was now, but there was something to do with the front wing that they were bending the regulations as much as you can. And then, of course, we have to fast forward a little bit to Flavio. Yes, by now, of course, it's no longer Benetton because Benetton are gone. But Flavio is, of course, in charge of the Renault team. And we have to move forwards. I think it's 2008. 2008. When Flavio Briatore ordered, and I'm going to say that without any measure of doubt whatsoever, ordered one of his drivers to crash into the wall so Fernando Alonso could be a hero. Yes. Just think about the moral implications of that. Ordering your driver to crash into the wall. You know, Flavio had no idea. He could have killed himself. He could have quite easily killed himself, and then there would have been a whole different shitstorm. But he could have done. He could have killed himself. Luckily, he didn't. And as far as I know, he didn't even hurt himself slightly. But yes, he crashed into the wall strictly under Flavio Briatore's orders. And so now we fast forward to 2025. Formula One, I think we'll all agree, is not in a very good place right now. And what do they do to try and liven it up? Yes, they bring back Flavio Briatore. And don't forget, of course, he had a lifetime ban from Formula One. But he managed to get that overturned, I think about 4, 5, maybe 6 years ago now. And here he is, yes, back where he doesn't belong, in Formula One. Yes, it's just crazy. It really is just crazy. The whole Formula One, it needs to be tipped upside down and shaken vigorously to get rid of all this lot and to start again, because it's just, yeah, it's ridiculous. But anyway, so there you go. According to the Metropolitan Police in the UK, Oak's brother Williams was arrested with a large amount of cash near the high-tech GP factory in Northamptonshire. A spokesman for the Metropolitan Police said in a statement, well, my lad, I was travelling in a northeasterly direction when I caught this young ruffian trying to make it... No, that's not what he said. William Oakes, 31. Oh, look, they've given his complete birth date as well. Well done. Well done. Now everyone knows the exact time he was born. Yes. Of Rugby, was charged with transferring criminal property on Friday the 2nd of May after he was stopped in the Silverstone Park area in Northamptonshire on Thursday the 1st of May 2025 in possession of a large amount of cash. Wow, this is starting to remind me of an employer I used to work for. Yes. We used to have to put a large amount of cash in a suitcase into our recycling bin every week. Anyway, that's not important right now. He appeared before Northampton Magistrates Court on Saturday the 3rd of May and was remanded in custody. Both Oakes brothers are directors of the high-tech GP company, which is located in the Silverstone Park area. There is no suggestion that Oliver Oakes has any involvement in the matters involving his brother. There you go. They've said that emphatically. No suggestion. High-tech Grand Prix has had historic ties with Russian oligarch Dmitry Mazepin. Oh, Mazepin. Now there's a name. I wonder who was another Mazepin. Yes. In 2016 with High-Tech GP signing Nikita Mazepin as a driver. It also signed Russian potash fertilizer company Uralkali, headed up by Mazepin as a sponsor. Mazepin Sr. also took a partial ownership stake in High-Tech. Yes, of course, this was the days when Russia was friends with the West, let's put it that way. Friends with the West, but not now, of course. And we had a Russian driver in Nikita Mazepin. But as soon as certain events happen, which I'm not allowed to talk about on YouTube, otherwise I will get a big slap on the wrist. But because of events that have happened since, of course, the direct result of that was that Nikita Mazepin was actually released from his contract. And I think for years after that now, for the past few years, he's been going through the courts trying to get some compensation for that decision. I don't even know if that's actually become a thing yet, or whether he actually has got any money for what happened, but that's what's been going on. Through his investment company, Bergerton Management, Marzi Spin increased his ownership to 75%, but these shares were relinquished to Oliver Oakes through a holding company named High Tech Global Holdings. Now don't forget, we just heard earlier in that sentence that Oliver Oakes had no involvement in the matters involving his brother. No involvement whatsoever. Through a holding company named High Tech Global Holdings. In March 2022, upon commencement of Russia's military action in I can't say, and the imposing of economic sanctions upon Russia in the EU and the UK. In July last year, shortly before Oliver Oakes was confirmed as Alpine's F1 team boss, he registered further ownership changes of High Tech GP as he took significant control with 75% more of the shares and voting rights. Under the previous structure, the holding company could be used to create a legal separation between a business's assets and its owners, aiding in the reduction of some liabilities and taxation. Yes, that's another bit of lawyer speak for we just like to hide it underneath the carpet, you know, just yeah, that's it. Nice big suitcase of cash. The changes Oakes made it easier for him to control the future of High Tech in terms of a sale or a successive plan. Most recently, Marzi Spin paid a personal visit. I like the way that it's, you know, hyphenated. Personal visit to Oliver Oakes during Bahrain testing ahead of the F1 2025 season. The leading theory that emerged after Oakes' resignation was a potential disagreement between him and the Alpine team over the demotion of Jack Doohan in favour of Franco Colapinto. However, new team boss Flavio Briatore said that wasn't the case. Well, obviously, reading what I just read out, that obviously wasn't the case. A lot has been said in the past 24 hours, incorrectly associating the decision of Ollie resigning to an alleged disagreement that we shared different views, Briatore wrote on social media. This is completely false and far from the truth. Well, Flavio, you should know all about the truth. Me and Ollie have a very good relationship and had long-term ambitions to drive this team forward together. Not now. We respect Ollie's request to resign and have therefore accepted his resignation. The reasons are not related to the team and are of a personal nature. I will continue to be more and more involved with the team together with the strong management we already have in place. We will work hard on improving our position this season and preparing for 2026. Oakes responded to Briatore's post, writing, and here comes the lawyer bit, "It's been a privilege to lead everyone at Enstone. What a team, what a place. It is a personal decision for me to step down. Flavio has been like a father to me. Nothing but supportive since I took the role, as well as giving me the opportunity. Everyone is in place for 2026 and where this dream deserves to be. I believe in Enstone." Yes, well done. Well done. So that's the story of Oliver Oakes. Yes, hotly tipped to take over from Christian Horner, and now he's going to be, I don't know, waiting tables in a Dubai restaurant by about the end of the year, probably. Probably, yes. Because let's face it, no one else is going to employ him, are they? As soon as you get a little bit of scandal to your name, it's game over. Game over. Absolutely game over. All right, let's go back to the comments. Here we go. Hello, Mr. Plynal Plessy. Water Street says, get Jack Doohan on this all season's rubbish. Yes, absolutely. I agree with you. Get Oliver Oakes on this all season's rubbish. No. Piastri dodged a bullet. Yes, he certainly did. If anyone can't remember, of course, he issued that statement saying he would not be joining Alpine, even though Alpine issued a statement saying that he would be for, was it 2023? Yeah, I think it was 2023, wasn't it? What a bullet he dodged there. Thank God for that. Otherwise, poor Oscar would have been in a seriously bad place right now, because that Alpine team, oh my God. What a shit show. What a shit show, that Alpine team. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Stop spamming Plynal, says Will F1. Oh, look, it's the 43 lesbians. He's flipped over from Ash's Outside Line channel, who's streaming right now. Who had Alpine's head being a KGB member on their bingo card? Exactly. Who did have that? No one. Also, Inside Line is still going. I know he is, but I couldn't wait any longer. I waited as long as I could, but Ash is still streaming over on his channel. He's doing GT3 at the moment, isn't he? Oh my goodness. I don't know how he manages to stay sitting down for 4 hours, because I can't do it. I can't sit down for more than 2 hours maximum, and then I'll literally have to be peeled out of this seat. Literally peeled out of this seat. I don't know how he does it. Well, it's not really game over for good since Flavio's back, says yeah, exactly, Eddie. Yeah, Flavio's back, so all's well that ends well. But yeah, that Alpine team is just, I mean, it's just ridiculous. How many staff have they gone through in the last couple of years? And then of course you've got Ryan Reynolds, the movie star, still got a 25% stake in Alpine. I mean, a lot of people walked out as soon as he did that. As soon as he got that stake in Alpine, no, I'm not. And you know, I've got to be careful what I say here. But you know, if you look at Ryan Reynolds and look at his wife and the situation there and what they're doing, it's just no, it's not good, not good. He's still streaming. I expect he is. He'll probably be streaming till midnight. Get Flavio Briatore on this all season's. Oh my goodness. I must admit, I don't think I've done Flavio yet. Yes. Now, I did notice this the other day. Let's have a look at. Let me hide some certain things while I'm just looking through this. Now, so here's Flavio. Yes, in 2019 for Flavio. Yes, when he was, I think, 69, something like that. I think he was 69. He was dating a 20. There you go. It says there. Flavio Briatore was 69. He's 74 now, and he was dating a 20-year-old model, I do believe. Yes. I do believe he's dating a model. I mean, Flavio Briatore, I've got to give him props to the guy, because he has gone through so many supermodels in his time. It's unbelievable. I mean, he boffed Naomi Campbell at 58 years old. Yes, 58 years old. But here is his girlfriend in 2019. This is because I'd just like to add to this that currently at the moment he has rekindled his love at 74 with one of his exes, apparently, and she's now 44, so he's finally going a little bit older. Yeah, she's 44, and that's who he is dating at the moment. So this is not who he's dating at the moment. This is who he was dating in 2019 when he was 69 years old, and she's a 20-year-old model. There you go. And there she is. There she is. And yeah, he's also gone out with Heidi Klum, if you remember Heidi Klum. Yes, but there was the 20-year-old model that he was going out with in 2019. So he must still have a little bit of lead in his pencil, because just ridiculous. But it is also amazing what money can buy these days. Let me see if I can find his latest one. Here we go. Here we go. Except. So this is Flavio Briatore's latest squeeze. He used to go out with her, apparently. She's so he's going a little bit. He's going a little bit older now, and he's in his old age. But here he is. F1 chief Flavio Briatore, 74. I just like to emphasise that. 74. Rekindles romance with 43-year-old model ex-wife. Oh, ex-wife! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ex-wife. Elisabetta. I can't say the I'm gonna attempt to butcher it completely, so it's Elisabetta Gregoralessia. There you go. Go away, adverts. Completely butchered that. So this is Flavio Briatore's current squeeze. I say current because, you know, let's face it, it's not going to last, is it? It's not going to last. No. But here she is. There you go. See, he's going older now. In his old age, he's decided, you know, that he needs an older woman now, and so there you go. She's 44. The ex-wife of Flavio Briatore. The ex-wife of Flavio Briatore. Yes. Look at that. Look at that. So that was probably the love of his life, and he's finally realised that at the grand old age of. And there they are together. Look, look, what a lovely couple they are. Look at them. Look at old Flavio. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm just so jealous. I really am. There you go. Must admit though, Flavio, he looks a little bit there, doesn't he? Doesn't he, Flavio? Flavio. Too many tomato pastas, Flavio. Too many tomato pastas. He looks all right there. That's just an older picture. But there you go. So that's his current squeeze. I've got to say current because he's bound to move on before he pops his clogs. Oh my God. So there you go. There is Flavio Briatore. Yes. Flavio Briatore. Fantastic. Polish Eddie says, it seems like everyone in Alpine is in some way involved in some kind of shady business. Yes, I agree, Eddie. Absolutely. It's clear to see that things are not going too well at Alpine. And I still think that ever since Ryan Reynolds took that 25% stake, that there's been a lot of shadiness going on at that team. A lot of shadiness. Of course, I'm not throwing it at Ryan Reynolds, but I don't know. I don't know. He's not really a person of good character, is he? Let's put it that way. Or at least his wife's not. Yes. The good people are either quitting or being fired, and the crooks are still trying to crook. Yes, that is true. That is true. The good people are quitting. Well, you can understand why they're quitting, because they can see what's going on. As I say, the FIA at the moment, it's just an absolute shit show. It really is an absolute shit show. I mean, the things we've had the last few years. I mean, we had Hornergate, with Christian Horner, which we still have no idea whether he got his little winky dinky out on WhatsApp or not. I mean, me personally, I'm going to say yes, of course he did, because, this type of thing goes on all the time in big corporate business. I mean, he's the leader of the Red Bull team. Of course he's going to get up to some shenanigans. It's just obvious, so obvious. But of course, we've still got to say that he's a completely innocent, and he did no wrongdoing. But did he get his little winky out on WhatsApp? Course he did. Bloody hell. And why not? Plynal spam. Rest in peace, Duan's career, says 43 lesbians. Yes, unfortunately, I think that's it for his career. Someone in the comments on my video said to me, that he's not actually sacked as I headlined in the video, but he's just been sidelined back as the reserve driver. That's all well and good, but as I said in the video, Alpine haven't got any young driver team or any sort of B team, so he can't go somewhere else and then come back into the sport again. He has been sidelined to the reserve driver. I don't even know if he has been put in as a reserve driver, is he? Because if they've already got a reserve driver, then Jack won't be there. Let me have a look at that in a minute. Okay, I have confirmation. Duan, who will remain with Alpine as a reserve driver, so he has been pushed to reserve driver, has lost his seat after failing to score a point during the opening 6 rounds of the 2025 Formula 1 season, making the 22-year-old the second young driver to be placed this year after Red Bull demoted Liam Lawson back down to their junior team after just 2 races, I presume that is. So yeah, he is. There is a chance. That he could come back. It all depends on Franco Colapinto, doesn't it? And but don't forget, of course, Franco Colapinto is Flavio Briatore's golden child. Yes, his golden child, and so the chances of Jack getting back in again are slight, unless, of course, Colapinto completely messes up, does a horrible job, and then they'll bring him back, because I think it's five rounds, isn't it, he's out for, to see how Colapinto can do, and then we'll see whether or not Jack Doohan can come back into Formula 1. But it's a very difficult thing now, because once you're out of F1, even pushed back to reserve driver, trying to get back in again is just ridiculous. As I've said before, it's just absolutely ruthless right now. Ruthless. If you're not on it 100% out of the box, you just got no chance in Formula 1. You have got to be there, and you've got to be impressing team bosses and impressing everyone. Otherwise, you are out. And it's a really, really bad place to be, especially if you're a rookie driver. Of course, if you do well, then you've got all the accolades that come with that. And I have to say, the best one at the moment is Antonelli in that Mercedes. Yes, of course, Mercedes, it's a good car. It's not a great car. It's not a championship winning car, but it is a good car. So he's got a distinct advantage there over someone like Gabriele Bortoleto, who's currently in the Sauber car right at the back. And obviously he can't show his performance when he's in a car that's really underperforming itself. So it is a shame that he can't really show any form whatsoever. But of course, Alpine have got that certain performance level. You usually end up sort of midfield during the races and something like that. So it's hard to justify your involvement in the team if you're not producing some kind of result in a midfield team. It's very, very difficult. So yeah, for Jack Doohan to actually come back into Formula One, I think it's going to be a tall order, But it has happened, of course. Don't forget, we've got Daniel Ricciardo, the Honey Badger. He's returned 4 times now to Formula One. 4 times. He is allegedly going to be in the Cadillac next year. I'm not so sure about that, because there's lots of drivers wanting, to be in that Cadillac for next year. But we will see. But he is mooted as being one of the drivers. So we will see what happens. But for Jack Doohan, I think his F1 career, which was very short anyway, could be over very, very soon. Yes, after these 5 races, a decision will have to be made. And if they carry on with Colapinto, then Jack Doohan could remain as the reserve driver. And that'll be it, basically, because they won't put him back in the car. That's the life right there, man. To constantly be getting some nice, young, fresh cake. Chef's kiss. I know. I'm jealous myself, Eddie. I am jealous myself. Yes, I really am. 74 years old. That's just ridiculous, isn't it? 74. I mean, he was 69 when he was going out with that 20-year-old model. 69. 69. That doesn't even bear thinking about, does it? 69. The moaning Yorkshireman should be FIA president. Yes, I agree. Will says Flavio's age 75 now. Jesus. 75 is he now? Good old Flavio. He must have lead in his pencil. Otherwise, these girls wouldn't go out of him. I mean, what else has he got that he could offer them apart from his pencil? Oh. Well, yeah, all right. There is money. Yes. I was forgetting that, but apart from that, I mean, what else? Okay, let's move on. Flavio is definitely one of those people, if you know what I mean. Yes. Now, what did Flavio do when he was 58 years old? He boffed Naomi Campbell, which is never a tall order in anything. Because if you've ever seen or heard Naomi Campbell, oh my God, yes, she is. Let me put it into perspective. She is a formidable woman. A formidable woman. Yes. Yes. I certainly would not like to be in the same room as Naomi Campbell. No. She'd probably eat me up alive. Mind you, I might enjoy that, but she'd probably... Oh, my God, yes. Formidable woman. Let's show... Right, what we got? Flabby, I like that, Eddie. Yeah, Flabio. Yes, Flabio. He was a little bit there, wasn't he? Flabio, says Will as well. Flabio. Yes, was putting on a few pounds there, Flavio. Of course, I can't talk. I'm not the fittest person in the world, so I'm not throwing shade at anyone. Show us TB. Here he is, TB the bear. TB. Oh God, TB naked. Will's got this obsession with you being naked, TB. He really has. Yes, he really has. He really has got an obsession with you being naked. I don't know what it's all about. No naked TBs, Will. I'm sorry. No naked TBs. Jack Nichols. Oops. Jermaine. Oops. TRL. Yes. Triple oops. Yes. Get Bernie Ecclestone. This all season's rubbish. Yes. Rest in peace. Colapinto's career. That's another one. Yes. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Gasly's career. Helium Trophy says she's still with him. And he got Heidi Klum pregnant. What a lad. What a lad. What a lad. Hello, Mr. Helium Trophy as well. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Yes. Good old Flavio. I say there must still be some lead in that pencil. Otherwise, they wouldn't stay with him, would they? Even though it's a very short time, but they wouldn't stay with him. I've dumped Ash's stream for yours, says 43. Ah, look at that. Look at that. Loyalty first. Yes. It's time to salute you, sir. Yes, time to salute you. David Croft needs to go on a diet, says Will F1. There you go. Thankfully, I never see David Croft because I don't get Sky. So the only time I ever hear David Croft is during the the F1 games, and that's it. And I tried to switch his voice off to the Channel 4 commentator, so I basically never hear his voice, which a lot of people have said is probably for the best, so that's good. I like that. Helium Trevi says, I'm on both. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. As Roy Castle used to say back in the day, dedication's what you need if you're going to be a record breaker, yeah. Poor old Roy Castle. Very tragic story, that. He was one of the greats, was Roy Castle, but unfortunately, he used to play an instrument. What instrument was it? Was it a saxophone? Was it one that you blow into? Anyway, I can't remember which one it was, but he used to play an instrument, and he used to play at all the clubs in like the 60s and the 70s, you know, back in the day. And back in those days, of course, there was no rules against smoking, so the clubs used to be absolutely chock full of smoke. And unfortunately, he did die of lung cancer, even though he'd never smoked in his life. But apparently it's because he was playing I think it was the trumpet, I can't remember. Was it the trumpet? I want to be precise, because when someone's died, you know, you don't want to mess these things up, do you? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I know most of you won't even know who this is, but here you go. He played the clarinet and the saxophone, and there he is. You can see that picture there of him playing the saxophone. But unfortunately, and of course the saxophone's got a very, you know, large intake at the front. And because he played in all those clubs back in the 60s and 70s, that was attributed to him getting lung cancer. Playing in all the smoky pubs. As I say, he never smoked once in his life. Not once. But anyway, that was what I was doing about the Record Breakers, because he used to do a show back in the day called The Record Breakers, which was basically my childhood. It was the Guinness Book of Records, back when that used to be a thing and everyone loved the Guinness Book of Records. You don't hardly ever hear it anymore, do you? Hardly ever hear it anymore, but yeah, Record Breakers, they used to try and break some of the Guinness records every week in the show. It was very good. It is unfortunate it was on the BBC, but most programmes that were good back in the day were on the BBC. Yes. Yes, blimey! I didn't know it went on for that long. I only saw it with Roy Castle in it. Yeah, back the 90s. That's when I stopped watching it. But it carried on. Looking at this, we had Roy Castle, Cheryl Baker, Chris Akabusi, Kate Gaboo, Linford Christie, Sally Gray, Fern Cotton was the last one to present the Record Breakers in 2001. There you go. Yeah, the programme was a spin-off series from Blue Peter, which featured record-breaking attempts overseen by the McWhirter twins, yes, as well as interviews with people who held British or world records. Now, of course, you very rarely see this these days. You occasionally see it if you've ever watched... I've forgotten the bloody name of the show now. It's on Saturday night. Simon Cowell. Come on. Jesus, I've had a brain block. What's it called? I bloody watch it every week. Britain's Got Talent, that's it. Fuck's sake. Sorry, it's the Alzheimer's. It's really cutting in these days. Britain's Got Talent. Occasionally, if you watch Britain's Got Talent, they will try to, some of the people on there will try to do some kind of Guinness World Record. And they'll try and do it live on the show. But that's basically about all you'll see about the Guinness World Records these days, because it's just not popular anymore. But back in the day, oh my God, it was brilliant entertainment for all the masses. It was, but yeah, sadly gone. Anyway, that was a tangent. That was definitely a tangent. That was definitely a tangent. Hello, Mr. Rugar. Welcome to the stream. He says, to be honest, Colapinto probably should have had that seat over Doohan from the start, in my opinion. But anyway, yeah, you're probably right. I have looked at Doohan's career. I think I did it on my video a couple of days ago. I looked at Doohan's career, and to be honest, it's not outstanding. It's okay, but it's really nothing to write home about. So, I'm not really surprised that he has been dropped. What's this? TB naked? Oh, for God's sake, TB! I know we have to do what our viewers want. You know that. No, we're not doing that for what our viewers want. No, we have to be within reason. We're on YouTube, but you know, certain things we have to do for our viewers. TB naked. God's sake. Here we go. I wonder if Flavio Briatore does this every night. Oh God, I think I've just thrown up a little bit in my mouth. Oh, look at TB. Look, happy TB. Look at that. What the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing? Oh, his arm's falling out. I can't get it off your bloody head. Oi, fat boy. Oh, I can't get it off your bloody head. Oi, come on, it's coming. TB naked. Look at him. Whoa. Check out my OnlyFans page. Yes, I've got a picture of TB as the profile picture. Yes. You probably won't find my OnlyFans page because there's nothing on it. It's completely blank. I think it was Will that said to me, do an Only... So I did. I made an OnlyFans page, okay? But all it's got is a profile picture of TB. I think he's naked. He may be fully dressed, I'm not quite sure, but that's it. And I haven't done anything with it, okay? You cannot send me £5 and I will start dancing for you. No, that's not going to happen. I said I'd make an OnlyFans page. I've made an OnlyFans page. I don't think you'll find it because I've heard in the grapevine that you actually have to have content on there before you become visible. So you might not be able to find it. Wait a minute. I might be able to find it myself because obviously if I type it in, just so I can show you, but I'll say you probably won't find it. Okay, I found it. Here it is. Just for you lot out there. This is my OnlyFans page. Let me move myself out of the way. There it is. There's my OnlyFans page. There's a picture of TB. I think he's holding a phaser or something. He's fully dressed. And there is my page. As you can see, I've got 0 fans and no one's following me. There's a reason for that, because I haven't got done chuffing anything on it. Okay, I said I'd make one, I made one, but I'm not doing anything with it. Okay, but this is my OnlyFans page. There you go. Can you actually bring up my profile? There it is. There's my profile. Oh look, I got an F1 car as well. F1 car. And surprisingly enough, everyone, I haven't done any posts. No posts. But saying that, if you send me a tenner, I will dance for you. I will, yeah, I will, honestly. In fact, send me a £5 and I'll dance for you. Yeah, I'll dance for you. So there you go, everyone. I can't remember who it was that kept going on about making an OnlyFans page. I think in my mind it may have been that Mr. Will F1. I'm not quite sure, but I'm not going to blame him because I can't remember. But there you go. There is my OnlyFans page. As I say, give me a tenner and I'll do whatever you want. God. Right, that's enough of that bullshit. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. Lando Norris says Will F1 is never winning a championship. I totally agree. It's Lando Norris. I'm not mentally strong enough. Wowzers. Wowzers. David Croft has a belly. Who is Ash? Says Mr. Will F1. Here we go. Here we go. Bit of cross promotion here. Make sure you mention it, Mr. Lesbians. This is Mr. Ash. He's called The Outside Line. He's streaming right now. Gran Turismo 3. There he is.
Oh, I think I've gone too early. Shit.
Oh, and he just said, I think I've gone too early.
Back in behind. Come on. Need the pull. Need the pull.
Come on, you can do it.
Go, 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 please. Oh, come on. Come on. No.
No, he's Lando Norris'd it.
Oh. There was just no slingshot. The slingshot was so powerful coming out of...
He's bottled it. He's bottled it, everyone. Bottled it. He's Lando Norris'd it.
That was rough. That was rough as hell. It worked so well coming into, like, out of turn, like, if we were going to use the NASCAR turns 1 and 2. It worked so well. And then it just didn't seem to be as powerful coming out the final corner then. Oh, far and away the best test course race we've had. This is not even close. Oh, okay. And it's now 20... Oh my god. I can't believe we've zoomed into... past the 3-hour mark. But I feel like I feel like we can do this.
Right, there he is. If you've got 2 screens, then I suggest you go and check out. Now, obviously, we wouldn't usually be clashing because I'm usually on a Thursday night. But unfortunately, due to my dentist, I've had to delay it by a day. So we are clashing at the moment. But I should probably be done before he's even finished. He'll probably still be going. Right, let's check the massages. I've missed one, I think. Alpine equals midfield Ferrari. Yes. Trumpeter. Thank you, Tedian Trophy. Yes, trumpeter. Lando Norris drives like a midfield driver. No wonder Alonso left and they didn't get Piastri. Yes, also Flavio Briatore shouldn't be there. Hopefully Lando will be sacked, Will. Norris needs sacking. Lawson getting outdriven by Hajar is a little confusing, not going to lie. It is a little bit, I must admit. Liam Lawson will be sacked soon at this rate. Not really, Lawson is driving like a tool and acting like an arrogant tool. Worst driver this year so far by a mile. This is the same guy that knocked out both Red Bulls at Singapore in 23. Not saying anything great or anything, but I would have thought better than Hajar at least. Hookster. Yes, Will. Yes, Will. Yes, Will. That's me. 43 Lesbian says, we need a 100% attempt on F1 2002. Now you can get those games in full HD. No. No. And stop telling everyone my plans. Zero fans. Some things will never change for you. You know, it's times like these when you've just got to do it. You just got to do it. It's just, it has to be done. I'm sorry, it just has to be done. And here it is. Right now. Okay, moving on. If you no longer go for a gap, you are Lando Norris. That's true. Loads of people are never winning a championship. Bring it up and send something in chat. Norris Arsenal FC. Lando Norris is seriously lucky to have 5 wins. Prime Ralph Schumacher is better than Lando Norris. Oh, ouch, Will. Ouch. Prime Ralph Schumacher is better. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Could be right, though. Could be right. Especially when he was at Williams. I think that was his prime time, wasn't it, for Ralph Williams? I know he was at Jordan, but he really didn't shine that much there, did he? No, I'm going to say Williams. Lesbian says, only 5? Geez, that's pathetic. Hey, I give value for money, mate. I give value for money for a £5. I really do. Send a chat to him, said the 43 Lesbians. I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
Now that I use Monday Service, AI makes solving tickets my form of
Shut up with your adverts.
Monday Service is a...
Here's what I'm going to do.
Any advance? That's what I'm thinking.
How can I? Oh, it's up there. Sorry, I was getting confused what chat to send to.
Okay. Here we go.
Where's his chat? It's hiding over mine, and I've got to move my chat out of the way. There's his chat. There you go.
But I feel like I'm going to stick with 33. I'm going to go with that. I'll on my head be it. Sylvia is there. 2 Skylines there. Here we go. Yeah, I need to break the toe when I'm in the lead because I had a good clearance of them then. Right, go. So. Oh, hello. Jesus Christ. Go on. We go together, pal.
See if he notices.
Beetle fuck. Not for you. That's fine. Hope the stream's going well.
Now, this is live interaction. This is.
Just racing around a North Korean bunker at the moment, so all good. Right, so we're back into this same situation again, early doors, and that's okay. God, it does properly snap back across, and I feel like because we've not really added any handling stuff to the skyline, don't want to make those big movements just yet. Right, happy in the straights to bump draft him. You don't have to. Actually, let's practice for the final lap. So we're going to come into the corner. Just going to ease off mid-corner. And the thing is, you want to build up a bit more of a slingshot so it can kind of give us an overspeed. So it's like this. And it's comfortable. See, that's what we've done. Although I think I would have done it too early in the corner this time. So yeah, that's too early to make the move. Streaming on I assume on Thursday I had the dentist, so most of my viewers are watching at the same time. That's dedication. Well, I appreciate that. That's very kind. I don't have much of a schedule. I just kind of do it when I can. So I'm usually a Friday or a Saturday. So hang on, am I being streamed on your stream? Is that what you're telling me? Is this how the takeover begins? Brilliant. Well, I'm sorry for ruining your stream. I do appreciate that.
See, you won't see this on the However channel.
That was not a good attempt at trying to duck out of the slipstream at the right moment. Although, coming back in and doing this, and then coming out, would that have been enough? No, that would have kept us second by 17 hundredths of a second. Here's the critical final lap. Here we go. Let's bump draft into one.
He's on the rev limiter. I always remember this track. You had to turn the gear ratios right up to the max.
If I don't get this done. Okay, I'm happy to just bump draft him all the way through this one.
Trouble is to get you back on the straight. They always did. Yeah, there he goes. Look at the speed he's got.
We need to have a bit of a further gap back. Oh, here we go. I'm just going to try and, way bigger gap. 4 car lengths. Oh, 4 car lengths. Shit, that's too much. To be fair, I've made a bit of a mistake, but that actually might give us the space we need now coming through this one. This might be too early. Shit, this might be too early.
Oh, he's blown it.
Ahead,
He's blown it.
and then we go for the block. We're going to stay off the racing line. But he's just quicker. That's it. You're not coming past now, son. Absolutely no fucking chance.
Oh, he might have got it. I think he might have got it. No, he's going down the inside. No, he's got it. No, he's got it. He's got it. He's got it. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't got it. He hasn't got it. Oh, yes, he has.
Christ. Oh, we win by 26 hundredths of a second. Test course. Give it.
Fantastic. Right. What am I doing? I've lost the chat. Oh, there's the chat. Sorry, chat. I lost you for a minute there. Now, that's what you call interactive TV. Interactive TV. You won't get that on the However channel. Sorry, However. I love you, really. Right. Oh dear, I've lost lots of messages. I do apologise. Oh, here we go. Send a chat to him. I did send a chat to him and you just saw it live. Live. Norris did to Ricardo exactly what Tsunoda did to Ricardo. True. 2024 Miami, Netherlands, Singapore, Abu Dhabi and Australia in 2025. Pathetic. Most people will probably say Ralf Schumacher is Norris, to be honest. Send something to Ash. I've done so and you have seen it live on your screen. That was pretty good. I like that. Live interaction there. That was pretty decent. I'm very impressed with that. Norris to be demoted to McLaren WEC program come 2027. Possibly. We demand F1 2002. We demand a Moaning Yorkshireman F1 2015 stream. Yes, we do. They're letting the cheater come back and bringing in another guy to cheat. Fair enough, he was successful in 05, so was MySpace, and where is that now? MySpace, bloody hell. Maybe Norris will win Le Mans then. He might. Norris will bottle that as well. I'd still say Norris 2021, 2022, Tsunoda 2023, 2024. I mean, Giovinazzi won that. Exactly, Mr. Vastagi. I mean, yeah, but not as much as everyone thinks, to be honest. People forget how good Norris was in 2021 and 2022. He performed at a really good level. This is true, he did. He did perform at a good... So I don't know what's happened recently. Maybe because his teammate is now a lot stronger. That's a deciding factor because he had Daniel Ricciardo at one point, didn't he? Yeah. And so... He did best Daniel Ricciardo, didn't he? Really did. He was really the stronger out of that pairing. I remember that. But obviously Oscar's pastry is a different kettle of fish. And so, I meant Lando only having 5 wins is pathetic. Fair enough. People also forget how bad Ricciardo was, especially in 2022. Yeah, he was terrible. Yes, he was. It really is pathetic. Piss poor. Norris was pretty much always performed at a good level. Whether or not it's truly up there is up to you. But there's been, 800 drivers and he's one of the top one of those. He might not see it till after the race. No, he saw it live. Live. Norris was cack in 2024. True. I mean, Norris is still in the top 10 drivers in the world. He hasn't turned into a crap driver overnight. Yeah, it's true. He's still one of the top 10 drivers. He's just... not as good as Oscar's pastry. Right. No, he isn't. He's in a carpet ride of a car. Yeah, well, he's a good car, I must admit. He's just been struggling with pressure, but he still deserved to be in a McLaren. He isn't in my top 10. So cacked in a 24 driver field, he was second. Wow, where have you got him ranked, Will? Now Piastri has stepped up a bit. It shows how bad Norris was in 2024. Fair point. Second in a car that should have won 15 races and both championships comfortably. Car 56%, driver 44% importance, to be honest, maybe. If the car is so important, why doesn't Stroll drive a Red Bull? True. Well, Stroll can't drive a Red Bull because it's not his daddy's team. It's not daddy team. No, I love my daddy. I have to be with daddy team. Only daddy team for me. I don't want to go to Red Bull because my daddy's not in Red Bull. No, I want to be in my daddy team. Yeah, my Aston Martin daddy team. Don't send me to Red Bull, Daddy. No, I don't like it at Red Bull. I want to be with my daddy. And my daddy... Ah, Jesus. So I stopped fanboying over Lando Norris. The invasion has begun. Yes, it has. I quite enjoyed that. Did you enjoy that as well? I quite enjoyed that. Live, we were transmitting each... Well, he wasn't transmitting mine, but I was transmitting his. But it's okay. It's good. Norris has been capped this season for the most part as well. The time lag, says he. Yeah, there probably was a lot of time lag on it. Dave reacting to videos again. Yes. Yes. So Chuck Stroll in the McLaren or the Red Bull, he'll definitely become world champion. Course he will. Course he will. But he doesn't want to be in the Red Bull because my daddy's not in it. No. Daddy team. Daddy team. Prime Mark Webber is no worse than Lando Norris. There you go. I mean, Webber was a damn good racer. Yes. And that's why he's now the manager of Oscar's Pastry. Yes. I agree. In fact, Mark Webber, Lando Norris. Webber, absolutely better. Even won in WEC and Monaco and Le Mans, Sagan and everything. Prime Nick Heidfeld is better than Norris. Oh, Nick Heidfeld. Prime Nick Heidfeld better than Lando Norris. Wow, that's a stretch. That's a stretch, I have to say. Yes, that is a stretch. No. Will, how did you get... Will, how did you get on... it's gone now. How did you get on at Spain in the F1 2010 game? I think he's better than Norris at losing lotteries. Basically, what I commented on a video lorry, up and down at Catalonia in general, on all F1 games. Prime Jarno Trulli is better than Lando Norris. He could defend at least. Jarno Trulli. What a driver. What a guy. And of course, the inventor of the Trulli train. Yes. But, great qualifier. In fact, one of the best qualifiers out there. Has to be said. Has to be said. We need an update of the Complete Guide series, says 43 Lesbians. Yes, we do. I quite agree. Sonoda is really just Hulkenberg, but worst. At least Hulkenberg has longevity, crashes less per race, and never had that good a car. How do we think Colapinto will perform? I reckon he can challenge Gasly. Gasly is not on peak form. This is true. Gasly is not on peak form. I've seen Gasly a hell of a lot better. I think when he was with SD Bestie, they seemed to bounce off each other, and I think that was attributed a little bit to his good performances. And now SD Bestie's not around. Gasly seems a little bit, I don't know, like he's lost his best bud, you know, and he's pining for him, and so his own performance doesn't seem to be as good. That's my opinion, anyway. He seems to excel when the car is good, but when he's not in a car that excels, he's kind of meh. Yeah. That's a lot of drivers, unfortunately, isn't it? Gasly is bang average. There you go. Bang average, says Will. Kohler will struggle in that basket case of a team. Yes. Gasly was really good in 2020 and 2021, but midfield driver other than that. Norris is well ahead of Trulli. End of 2024 was great by Gasly. Yes, I agree. Gasly only does well when everything seems to suit him, to be honest. Yes. And in high tech, you have to serve Daddy Marzi spin. Yes, you do. You do. Yeah, that's the best way of putting it, Will. Gasly's alright, like that guy eating that Chick-fil-A burger. Prime Sergio Perez is better than Lando Norris. Wowzers. Now, there's a hot take. Prime Sergio Perez. I would actually say Prime Sergio Perez was Force India. I know you probably think that was Red Bull, but no, I think Prime Sergio Perez was Force India, to be fair. If you look at his performances at the Force India, considering, you know, the car wasn't the best car out there by a long stretch, but he wasn't a bad car, but it was just sort of midfield. I think he put in some cracky performances at Force India, he really did. That seesaw be balancing. There's not much in it. Nick, hide in a field. Ah, someone's been watching my videos. Yes. Blowing, that was my old F1 Championship Edition video, wasn't it? Yes. Nick, hide in a field. Prime David Coulthard is better than Norris. What, at crashing? Possibly. Crashing on the formation lap. That's all I can remember of David Twat Coulthard. Crashing on the formation lap. Yes. Well done. Well done. John Ellick Verne was robbed of more time in F1. Still feel for him. Yeah, I agree. He was. Prime Damon Hill. Oh, Prime Damon Hill is better than Norris. Wowzers. Okay, Prime Damon Hill. What have we got to look at here? 1996. Really? Really? That was his prime year, wasn't it, for Damon Hill? 1996. Still made a few mistakes, though, didn't he? I remember when he crashed into those tyres. Oh, my goodness. I think he was in the lead as well, wasn't he? I think he was winning. Something like that. Long time ago now, but yes. But there you go. Prime Damon Hill. We need a ping yong ying yong ying yong ning yam Grand Prix. We do. That I can agree with. Pascal Wehrlein deserved more in F1 as well. He did. Laurie says, I love stereophonics. Yes. Who doesn't love stereophonics? Well, apart from the moaning Irishman. Because he's got that, I don't know, what is it, lottery winners? I don't know. I think to be honest, he just fancies that girl in it. Yeah, and he follows her around like a little puppy dog. Stroke the little puppy dog's head. Yes, stroke the little puppy dog's head. Yeah. Yeah, he loves that, doesn't he? Loves it. I bet, in your opinion, Prime Mick Schumacher is better than Norris as well. Yes. Prime Eddie Irvine is better than Norris. Prime Eddie Irvine. Let's have a look at Prime Eddie Irvine. Well, we've got to say 1999 for Prime Eddie Irvine, haven't we? Really? And that was only because of Michael Schumacher breaking his leg at Silverstone. But yeah, that was Eddie Irvine's year. Unfortunately, it didn't come to fruition, but he got close. But yeah, that was prime Eddie Irvine. He certainly wasn't prime when he went to Jaguar, but he even admitted that. I remember he said at the Jaguar, he said, this will probably be the team to beat in about 3 or 4 years' time, but at the moment, not so much. And unfortunately, Jaguar did not become the team to beat in 3 or 4 years' time, did it? In fact, Jaguar is no more in Formula 1. Gasly and Ocon hated each other prior to being teammates. Yeah, it's weird. I remember reading that. Yeah, and then they became teammates, and there you go. Prime Ralph Schumacher wins the championship in that 2024 McLaren car. Laurie says, wowzers, me trousers. Oh, yes. Yes. My famous catchphrase, which I use in all my all seasons. Wowzers, I don't even know where it comes from. Don't even know where it just, well, I'll tell you where it comes from. It comes out of my head. Yes, but then a lot of things come out of my head. No, he doesn't, to be honest. He's not 62 points better. David Croft said wowzers at Miami qualifying. Did he really? Did he really? Do you think he's been watching the all seasons on the quiet during his off time? I'll tell you what, I should sue him for copyright theft. Copyright theft. Wowzers, that's mine. That's mine. I'm copyrighting that right now. No one can say wowzers without my except permission. Yes. Outrageous. Outrageous. He absolutely is, sire. Prime Sergio Perez was second half of 2020 or possibly 2016. Yeah, I'll go along with that. No wins, Nick. Oh, yes. No wins, Nick Heidfeld. Lando, no wins. I like it. Lando, no wins. He's maybe 30 points better at best. Perez had a lot of bad luck in the first half of 2020, even though he's got 5 wins. Norris bottled 150 points in 2024. Ralph Schumacher also probably would have bottled points as well. Don't forget, it was the tyres that caused Damon to struggle in 99. Yes, everyone. It's not me. It's the car. Yes, the reason why Damon Hill was so crap in 1999 was not because Damon Hill was so crap. It was because of course, the groove tyres, which were introduced in 1998. Apparently, Damon never got on top of those groove tyres, and that was why his performance level suddenly dropped off. Damon, of course, as we all know, was sacked by the Williams team halfway through his 1996 championship campaign. A very bizarre situation, but that's Formula One for you. And so he was sacked, and unfortunately it was too late in the season to really have a good look around and see if he could join a really competitive team. So in 1997 he made the decision to go with Arrows. Yes, the Tom Walkinshaw outfit, which promised Damon a lot. It did promise him a lot. Failed to deliver, apart from that almost win in, was it Hungary? Before he got the throttle problems. When, I don't even know if they still do it these days, but back in the day they had a fly-by-wire throttle, which was controlled by electronics, and the throttle wasn't actually attached. I think they've gone back to a simpler system now, but yes, and that actually fouled on his car. It was Hungary, yes, it was Hungary, yeah, and it was Jack Villeneuve passed him and nabbed the win, but he came so close. He would have had so much glory in '97 if he'd have won that race, I tell you. But the car, unfortunately, wasn't up to the Tom Walkinshaw promise. I remember in Australia, the first round of the championship, he was seen pushing it round because I think, did he get off the line? He might have done a couple of laps and then it failed, or maybe he didn't actually get off the line. I can't remember. But anyway, it failed from the start and basically didn't improve much throughout the season. It was a valiant effort, but everyone was very surprised when he went to Arrows. And it's just like, what? Because Arrows were just short of a backmarker team. They weren't right at the back, but they were pretty much there. But of course, Tom Walkinshaw talked up his team a lot and said that big things were happening. So Damon Hill, he went into that, but unfortunately it didn't come to fruition. So I remember in an interview he said, "I've enjoyed my time at Arrows, but it's time to push on now. I need to start getting more competitive again." And so he signed for Jordan for 1998, which I don't think was a bad move. A lot of people said, it's just as bad as Arrows. No, that was a pretty decent move for him to go to Jordan at the time, because Jordan were definitely gaining in performance. And of course, don't forget, in 98 we had that magnificence of the Jordans coming in first and second. It would have been the other way round, because Ralph Schumacher was catching Damon at a heady old rate of knots, but Damon came over the radio and said, "Now come on chaps, come on, let's be sensible here, let's be sensible. We don't want to risk having a crash, do we? So I think we just, stay in position." Yes, well done Damon, well done. That's the best bit of brinkmanship I've heard, because it's pissing hard, lads. It's pissing hard out here. We don't want to make any mistakes. We've got a good chance of getting a good result here. So let's just stay in formation. And so Damon won it. But Ralph Schumacher was miles faster in that other Jordan. He really was. But he did the good boy job and stayed behind. And they got that double podium. Fantastic. But then, of course, in 1999, that all changed because Heinz-Harald Frentzen, who got sacked from Williams, or let go, is that what we're going to say? Let go from Williams, joined the Jordan team, and basically he pissed all over Damon. He really did. And in the 2000 season, no, he finished in 99, didn't he? He pissed all over Damon. He really did. Pissed all over him. It just, But in the 2000 season as well, Heinz-Harald Frentzen was doing really well in that Jordan, has to be said. But yeah. I lost the chat now. Don't forget the tyres, of course, right? Yeah. Nah, maybe 30 left. Ralph Schumacher wouldn't bottle 100 points. Ralph loves being smashed into from the... Ooh! 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 Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I know what you've just done there. Anybody who reads the news or knows about F1 knows exactly what you've just done there as well. Yes. I'll give you points for that. I really will. But we know what you're talking about, don't we? Ralph Schumacher was never great, to be honest, so I doubt it would have mattered much. In 2000, Eddie Irvine said Jaguar would win the championship in 5 years. Well, 5 years after becoming Red Bull, they did. Yes, but not as Jaguar. So he was sort of right. In what sense 43 lesbians? Ralph Schumacher isn't weak. Someone put on Mike Crack's Beyond the Grid comment section, I love how open Mike Crack is. I like that. I like that indeed. I do indeed. Lando Norris is weak, says Will F1. You know which sense, Laurie. Lando no wins without a rocket ship of a car. F1 2002, we demand it. You must suffer. I do suffer. I suffer all the time. Weak and yet in the top class. Guess you don't have to be strong then. Let's all get weak and become Formula 1 drivers then. We might have 5 wins too. Norris has been gifted a dominant rocket ship and he bottles basically everything. Whatever the case. Ralph Schumacher has more wins than Lando Norris. Everyone on this planet is gifted a life. Norris is gifted championship winning car. Don't use that comparison. Craig Pollock in 99 vibes. Yes. Good old Craig Pollock. Or Craig Pillock as I used to call him. Yes. He promised so much in that BAR, didn't he? We are going to win our first race. Yes. Did they? No. Did they do very well in 99? No. Was it 99 when Jack and... Who was the teammate? Was it Ricardo Zonta? I think it was Ricardo Zonta, wasn't it? I think it was. I'm not quite sure. I'm getting all this out of my head. There's no Google in front of me here where you can see that my background is my PC background. Look, that's the PC background. So I'm not getting any of this from Google. It's all in my head. But I think it was Ricardo Zonta as his teammate in 99. Was that the year when they went up through Eau Rouge at Spa and basically flipped their cars, ended up looking like crisp packets at the end? Was that 99 Spa? I don't know. That's just in my head. It's in my head. It may be completely wrong. But I know it was one year when they flipped like crisp packets. Might have been 2000. I don't know. Why not? We're pretty much all lucky anyway. 1998 and 1999 were the only years Jordan finished top 4 in the championship. Yeah, that was Jordan's best years. 98 and 99. Definitely. Jamie, yeah, but that comparison doesn't match up. Norris will be sacked by Silverstone, says Will F1. Wowzers. Would have been in the top 4 in 2002 if the car could actually finish a race. How does it not? Even 2001 was a missed opportunity to finish 4th. Luck is luck is luck is luck. There you go. I like that saying. I might steal that. Luck is luck is luck is luck. Say, like someone on Shazza's HD stream said, you're not funny, dude. Oh, it's getting spicy now in the chat. It is. Spicy. Lando Norris has never been truly great. Yeah, well, I wonder where he's been since. So I will be in tears when Norris crashes out of Silverstone from a certain race win. Like you are that Leclerc is not even top 3 of the title when you had him first, right? Yes. I don't even support Leclerc. Jack's failed to finish the first... Oh, is he saying yes to my 99 query? Jack's failed to finish the first 11 races in 1999. There you go. Yes, because that car was just brilliant, wasn't it? Brilliant, yes. I just loved the twin livery. One on the left side and one on the right side with that big zip up the middle. It was classic. Upset Bernie to no end. As Martin Brundle says, they made 2 mistakes in joining Formula 1. Number 1 was upsetting Bernie Eccleston and number 2 was upsetting Bernie Eccleston. And that's true. That's very, very true. The livery looked absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Just because they wanted to get both their main sponsors on the car. I'm sure they could have done that without doing it one on the left and one on the right, you know. I'm sure they could have worked that out. It's stupid, really, wasn't it? Uses comparison again. Lando is lucky, not talented. Everyone's lucky. So what? You're still far from right. Oh, spicy. Spicy, spicy, spicy in the chat. Spicy in the chat. Now, is Ash still going? Is Ash still going? Let's have a look. Is he still streaming? How long has he been streaming? Christ, I'd need the toilet if I was streaming this long. Is he still?
A close race. Who?
Oh, he stopped. He stopped. Ah, it's all gone. Ah, it's all gone. It's all gone. 3 hours. That's roughly, of course, it could be 3 hours and 59 minutes, but we'll say 3 hours. There you go. Streaming for 3 hours. Wowzers. Wowzers. I'd need the toilet before that. I couldn't stream for 3 hours. Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. So there you go. He's finished his stream.
Nothing beats the tailored playlist.
Oh, bloody
so
hell.
Settle for a standard van.
Shush!
Truck's expert.
Shush. Go away. Go away. Niblo said something at the end of his video before he left. I wonder what. So stop fanboying over Lando Norris. And BAR in general failed to score a point, finishing behind Minardi in 1999. Well, what a performance, finishing behind Minardi. Yes, well done, Craig Pillock. Well done indeed. We're gonna win our first race. Yes. No. 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 Gasly was better than Norris in 2024. Yeah, I'll go along with that. I'll go along with that. I'm just trying to think back, but yeah, I'll go along with that. I will go along with that. Well, there you go, everyone. You have had a complete evening's worth of entertainment to anybody who's been watching Ash since he started at 6:45, and then some of you have flicked over to here, which I'm very happy to see, so thank you very much for that. You've had a complete evening now of entertainment for free. For free, yes, for free. Need to bring the quiz back next week. Yeah, we'll have the quiz back next week. Definitely. Have we got a Formula One. We got Imola to talk about, so we'll talk about Imola. There's not much to talk about tonight because the race was last week and it's all been done to death, hasn't it? So we've had all the Hamilton team radio malarkey and everything else that's gone on. So there's really not much to talk about, and I can't talk about the next race because it's not for another 10 days or whatever. Caracolia was wicked way back then. Yeah, so we'll bring the quiz back next week, but of course I've got to do Will F1's favourite part of the show, because if I don't, he's going to get very, very upset. Because this is the part of the show that he enjoys the most. He only tunes in for this bit. So here we go, everyone, just for Will F1. Here are the drivers' results. After Miami, Oscar's Pastry is currently in, well, he would be in the lead if I didn't have it covered over with the chat. Can I just yes, there we go. Oscar's Pastry is currently in the lead with 131 points. That pastry is cooked to perfection. Gas mark 7, about 25 minutes till it's golden brown, and that's exactly what we got in first place. Second place goes to Lando Norris at the moment. Yes, everyone's favourite loser has currently got 115 points and is in second place in the championship. Third place goes to Maxi Boy Verstappen with 99 points. He's starting to lose a little bit of ground. Now. Fourth place goes to Jules of Russell. I have to say, fantastic season so far for Jules. He's really upped his game. And considering that Mercedes is not a front runner, it's not really up there with the Racing Bulls, and it certainly isn't up there with the McLarens, he's doing the best job that he can. Then, of course, Charles Leclerc has pulled more performance out of that Ferrari than it basically has, because it's basically a 7th or 8th place finisher. He's got 53 points, but he's also got a huge gap to George of Russell, unfortunately. So that Ferrari performance, in terms of where he should probably be about 8th or 9th. But he's managed to claw it up there, up into 5th place. And Kimi Antonelli in 6th place, done another fantastic job. The only rookie that seems to have got his shit together, 48 points in the Mercedes. As I say, it's good to say that, yeah, it's because he's in a Mercedes, and I agree with that. But also, it's the results that matter at the end of the day. It doesn't matter what car you're in, and he has got the results there, clear to see. 48 points, just shy of about 30 odd behind Jordan and Russell, but in his first year, I think that's pretty decent. Then in 7th, we've got Lulu. Okay, Lewis. Carlos Sainz is 1.4 seconds behind you. Okay, do you want me to let him past as well? That was classic. Well, come on, guys. Hang on, I'll try and do it in radio announcer voice. Come on, guys, make your mind up. Do you want to make a cup of tea while you're at it as well? His race engineer is so slow. He's like Forrest Gump. I keep shouting at the screen saying, "Run, Forrest, run!" Make a decision, Forrest. Make a decision. Whenever you ask Ferrari a question over the radio, hang on, we're checking. Stand by. Hang on, we're checking. What are you checking? What are you bloody checking? I don't get it. What are you checking? Stand by. We're just checking. No, we can confirm we have run out of Ferrero Rocher. Yes, no, it's all gone. Roscoe the dog ate it all. But yes, those radio calls were the stuff of legends. They really were. Absolute legends. So well done for Lulu. As I've said before, I hope he stays in the sport for years to come. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen, because I think he's going to get absolutely pissed off with Ferrari and either leave or get sacked. Because don't forget, Alain Prost was sacked by Ferrari for criticising the team. If anyone's watched the Senna documentary, it is actually documented in that, the fact that Alain Prost, because I saw that documentary last week for the first time ever, because I have been resisting watching it, and I was very impressed. It didn't really say anything new that we already knew before, but the way it was put together, it was pretty impressive. But as I say, in there it tells you that Alain Prost was sacked by Ferrari for criticising them. So Lou has to be careful, because too much criticism and he could be out. But I think by the end of the year he'll probably just leave anyway and say, I've had enough of this shit. But what happens then? Does he retire or does he go somewhere else? We will see. But anyway, 41 points for Lulu in 7th position. 8th place, Alexander Albon with 30 points. I'd say a fantastic thing for Williams there. Williams really are pulling up to the plate, as I predicted they would. And he's got some good points on the board. Could be a little bit further up, I would like to say. I'd like to see him finish 5 or 6 at the end. It's still doable. Plenty more races to go. But yeah, a little bit more performance from Williams, and we could be seeing a good one from them. And in 9th place is Esti Besti in the Haas car with 14 points. I can't believe it, but yes, there's a Haas with 14 points at the moment after just 6 rounds. Lance Stroll is in 10th place. I can't believe I keep saying this, but yes, in the Aston Martin with 14 points. Yuki Tsunoda in 11th with 9 points. Pretty meh in that Red Bull at the moment from Yuki. He's been okay, not good, not bad, fair to middling. We'll see what happens as the season progresses. It's still early doors at the moment. They're still in the sort of the sort of place just before they reach the European rounds. That's when they start to really put developments on the car. They're still doing a lot of the flyaway races, so they really haven't got a lot of time to do anything to the cars. So they're just basically racing race to race. So it's still very early doors. So we will see what happens. Pierre Gasly in the famous Alpine Renault car, yes, has got 7 points at the moment. And Carlos Sainz, the smooth operator, has only got 7 points in that Williams Mercedes. And I have to say, very disappointing from Carlos Sainz at the moment. Very disappointing indeed. I was expecting great things. I was especially expecting to beat Alexander Albon, but he's nowhere near him. And his performance level just, I don't know, he looks lost at sea. He really does. He looks completely lost. And I hope that he manages to get his mojo back, the mojo that he had at Ferrari last year, and I hope he starts to do well again. But the moment the sign's not looking good. 6 points for Nico Hulkenberg in the kick me up the arse Sauber. That's pretty much a miracle that he's managed to get those 6 points, as I say. Oliver Behrman's got 6 points in the other Haas as well. Pretty decent, I have to say, but, not spectacular. Hopefully he can get some more points. And Isaac Hajar is in 16th place at the moment in the Racing Bulls with 5 points. 5 points. So he's done better than Liam Lawson at the moment. Yes, Liam Lawson. Well, we'll get to him in a moment. Fernando Alonso, 17th place. Absolutely diabolical performances from Fernando Alonso so far. That spin in the last round just sort of, I looked at that and went, oh my God. Is this the end for Fernando Alonso? Is he reaching the end? I think he is. He's 44, I think now, maybe 45. I think he's reaching the end of his career, and I think he's reaching the end of, even wanting to be competitive. I think I think time has finally crept up on Fernando Alonso, and sad to say, but I think this may be his final year. I think it may be his final year. I'm just looking at it. I mean, they show very little coverage of the Aston Martins on my Channel 4 coverage, which is only the highlights anyway. But when they do show, it's very few and far between. But Alonso just doesn't look. He doesn't look on it anymore. He really doesn't. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he manages to pull it up, but I fear this could be Alonso's last year. Liam Lawson, 18th position, 0 points in the Racing Bull. Really not doing about the same that he was doing in the Red Bull, to be honest. No difference whatsoever. I don't think he'll be in Formula 1 next year. I can't see it, to be honest. Jack Doohan, of course, at the moment he's now the reserve driver. Still got no points, and he's not going to get any points now because he's not going to be driving in Formula 1. For the foreseeable future, he may come back, but it's doubtful. It's doubtful. And, of course, bringing up the rear, it's Gabriele Bortoleto in the other Kick Sauber Ferrari, who, once again, on paper, is a very serious contender. If you look at his Wikipedia and his previous championships, he's done very well. Very well. And I was really tipping him to be, the best of the rookies, or at least the best that he could be in a Kick Sauber car, which is absolute crap. But it hasn't happened. It hasn't happened because Nico Hulkenberg, as you can see there, has got 6 points. All right, he lucked into the 6 points, you could say, you could argue, but still, he's just nowhere near even his own teammate's performance. So I'm very disappointed. Managed, of course, by Fernando Alonso as well. I was expecting great things, but at the moment it's failed to deliver. Now, of course, the car is shit. The car is shit. So you've got to take that into consideration. But, if you look back into the past, I mean, Michael Schumacher, first race was in the Jordan, wasn't it? Was it 1991 at Spa? And, he put in a great performance, and lots of the teams looked at that and went, oh my God, this is a star of the future. And yet the car he was driving was a toilet. The Jordan of 1991, the one with the 7-Up sponsorship, it was a toilet. It was a toilet. It really was. So, yeah, you can shine in a rubbish car. It's not impossible. It's very, very difficult. It's very, very difficult now because of the performance levels of the cars, because you had like 5 to 10 seconds difference back in the old days, whereas now the fastest car to the slowest car is only about 2 seconds difference. So it's a lot harder, but you can still shine in a shit car. And unfortunately, Gabriel Bortoletto hasn't shined at all. Really hasn't. So there you go. There are the current championship standings right now. So I'm going to end the stream there. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Let's have a look and just catch up on the messages before we disappear. Cracker-Cola was wicked way back then. Brabham is one hell of a hero. He pushed that car to fourth for a championship. Yes. I was playing F1 2012 a few years ago, and my lord, it was dire. 2012. 2012? I can't remember. Long time ago. I haven't played 2012 for ages. I really can't remember if it was dire or not. Will says it wasn't, so there you go. I actually saw a photo of him walking and shoving it. F1 2012 was a really good game. Even the Roman Yorksman said this once. Well, there you go. I can't honestly remember. Once you start playing them all the time for YouTube, they all become a blur, and I'm like, I honestly can't remember. I know 2011 was shit. 2010 was brilliant. I can't remember 2012. I'll have to go back and play it again to really answer that question. Compared to 2020 and prior, it's very poor. Handling is so arcadey, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I can't remember what the handling was like. Can't remember. F1 2011 was dire, not F1 2012. Yeah, 2011. It was like steering... Will you stop doing that? It was like steering a boat through porridge. Doesn't feel like a driving game. It's not arcade-like. They were both awful, Will. I think you mean F1 2011. F1 2012 wasn't awful. Anything past 2020 was mostly cack. Apparently as well, the police targeted Oak's brother. Yes, they did. The Champions mode was only a good bit about the game. You think everything is cack. Something we both have in common then. He transferred criminal property from what I've seen and heard. Let Carlos through, Lewis. What do you mean he doesn't drive for us anymore? Question. In possession of a large amount of cash. About to sign the French Vettel, also known as Matthew Perrin. Does he love a spin too? Well, he loves a pole position and then dashing into the distance. His number 2 will be Giuseppe... another Brazilian. The 91 Jordan wasn't a toilet, it was okay. Was it? I thought it was a toilet. Anyway. We will end there. Thank you very much for joining me tonight on a belated Friday, because it's usually Thursday. Should be back to normal next week. It's only because I had the dentist yesterday. I get cocky like that. I know a lot of you would have had a lot of fun and enjoyment out of that, but it's not happening. Okay, it's not happening. No. The cruelty has to be rained out occasionally, okay? So I draw the line. So there you go. Thanks so much for everyone for joining me tonight. Thank you to the 43 lesbians. If there are 43 of you, give me a call, because 43 lesbians sounds just about right. Thanks to Mr. Rugara as well in the stream tonight. Thank you to Will F1, of course. Yes. Stirring the pot in the chat as usual, Will. Thank you for that. Who else did we have? Just scrolling up the stream. We had Laurie. Thank you, Laurie, for being in the chat tonight as well. Who else did we have? I know we had Mr. Helium Trophy. Thank you. There he is. Helium Trophy. Thank you, sir, for joining me tonight. And who else did we have? I said Will F1. I'm sure I did. Plynal Plessy, thank you, sir, for joining me in the chat tonight. Plynal Plessy. And Lucas Porster was in there right at the beginning of the chat as well. There you go. We scroll down to the bottom. And that's it. Thanks so much for joining me tonight, everyone. Thanks to me and Mr. TB the Bear. TB the Bear. Yes. Everyone's favourite bear. Yes. Everyone loves you, TB. That's because they don't like you. Is that what it is? They don't like... No. Nobody likes me. No. Sad violin time again, TB. Sad violin time. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Here we go. Thanks everyone. You've been also Rossit for I know about Rossit for Halloween. Bloody hell. It's ingrained into my memory. You got no friends. You know what? On that count, I'm going to say goodnight. And I'm going to end on the sad violin. Thank you everyone. And good night.